Okay, this is Randy again. So now you've seen this Raintime now a number of times. Now I just changed out the O-ring I had already replaced, but I added the white nylon washer from another sprinkler. Now I want to show you a number of things here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this back off so you can see. Okay. So this came off of another sprinkler. This came off of a different size. So notice that this is really kind of loose on there. Well, it was meant to be on the larger size that fits actually the brass sprinklers and whatnot. And so it goes on a journal tube like this one, or similar to that one. Not exactly that one. But I took it off of another journal tube and put it on here. And of course, it's not tight, but the O-ring serves the purpose that I want here. And so, and you can see I had to clean that up to make that nice and smooth. And you got to remember that these didn't have, or back in the day, they weren't using the nylon washers like they use now in most of the sprinklers, which is another reason why most of these sprinklers move so fast, is to have the washer. And I can show you on this sprinkler is, there's a washer right there. There's the nylon washer, and then there's another rubber washer. So you got rubber, nylon, and then rubber. And so the reason why this turns so easily is because of that nylon washer in there. And it's also protecting the given the seal that it needs. So I took this apart. And this came off of another sprinkler, which it doesn't matter which. Actually, I think it was a new sprinkler. And so, like that one, this one came off of an older sprinkler. Now, what they did with this nylon design was they made it so that it fit inside the sleeve. So this doesn't move, but it moves against the washer on here, which is right there. Hopefully you can see that. I'll point it out right there. And so this moves nice and smoothly. Now, this would be nice to be able to use on here, but it's a different size. So I pulled out another one just so you can get an idea. If you looked at the two threads side by side, I don't know how close I can get, and you still see this. But this is the old design, this is the new design. And of course, this is the size that fits your brass sprinklers, okay? But all your newer sprinklers use, or the ones that have removable journal tubes and sleeves, use this size now. This size is no longer used, at least to the best of my knowledge. So, what I wanted to show you on here, so I took and put I gotta O-ring on here as well. Need to roll that off. Now this still has a washer on here. And so I don't really need to put the O-ring on here. Okay. I don't know where this plastic one came off of. But, so the O-ring, kind of to give it that, actually I should do this the other way. Should take that washer off. If I was going to do this the way I would try to do this. Now let's see if I can get this washer off. Huh. Nothing works when you want it to work the way it's supposed to. There we go. So if you're going to put an O-ring on there, and I bought a package of washers, O-rings, and nylon washers. Now, some of the stuff I'm not going to use at all because it doesn't fit for what I want to use. But the O-rings, there's two sizes that are usable, which are the one for this size journal tube and one for the other size journal tube, like this one. Like this one. You know, like I said, there's two different sizes, and you can see, you put them side by side, and you can see the difference in the thread size. So there's O-rings for this one and O-rings for this one. So whether I use any of the other stuff in there, it doesn't matter. So I took these two very thin washers out of another sprinkler, or I think out of that other arm there that I just showed you, because they're loose on here. And then I put the white one on there, and then the other rubber. And then, of course, I put the sleeve on here. Now, I'm not going to use this sleeve. I'm going to use the other sleeve that I already have on here. And I have the O-ring and the washer. And one of the things is, as you can see, this particular sleeve is split. So the sleeve is not usable, but one of the things that a lot of people don't know is the inside of this sleeve, that's metal right there. So a good bit of this is still sealed up by the metal bearing inside here. That's metal right there. Right there, this is metal. It goes about, let's see, it goes about halfway down. So what I want to do now is, now that I've showed that to you, you've seen both sizes. And like I said, I took this off of a new sprinkler, and the three the washer, the O-ring, the nylon washer, and then the rubber washer, those three I took off of this one here, which is brand new, but it's fine for parts, especially for what I'm trying to do here, and especially since I'm trying to show you. So again, I want to make another test with my beautiful Raintime, and we're going to take a look and see what that looks like with the change in the washer. Okay. Yes, the sun is going down. But there's still enough to where we can do this. So I timed it perfectly, so I wouldn't have to be standing out here in the sun. Okay. Great sprinkler. We're going to do the Raintime, another opportunity Okay. All right, so let's give this a try. There. And let's find out. And again, let me change our height on this stuff. Okay, let's see. Wow, what a difference. It moves so much quicker. As you can see, because it doesn't have the rubber washer to run on, it's struggling at the going in reverse. So it's kind of a catch-22 when you think about, do I use the, now see, if I had put another washer over the nylon, or rubber washer over the nylon washer, it might not struggle like this. But it's working fine. And this is kind of what I expect to see in the sprinkler normally, is this is the kind of movement that it's good at doing. Let's see if we can get close up. I still haven't perfected this, but this is working, and that's what I like. I have to say the Optima that I just got finished testing covers the water just about as well as this one does, and I'm going to say probably maybe equally well. I'm going to stand over here on the other side. Hopefully I won't get right over here. And of course, this does not have a PJ arm. So one of the things that I described about this particular sprinkler is that the water is designed to almost hit like a right angle, and it goes out to the right, very much to the right. It's maybe just a hair off of 90 degrees, maybe 80 degrees or something. So instead of and I'll show you the arm on another sprinkler, or I've got plenty of arms, but I'll show you the arm where it actually looks like it almost a right angle. I mean, it's curved, but it's a very sharp curve compared to most of the spoon arms that you see, both the Rainbirds and Nelsons and Buckners and whatnot. Most of those brass sprinklers, the arm is not as, the angle is not quite as sharp. This one was well designed. So it has its hiccups, and part of it is this particular plastic. I don't know what they use, but I don't think it's the Delrin plastic like Rainbird used, which is much more durable. And I don't even know what kind of plastic is being used in the new sprinklers, but anyway. Got me wet anyway. I definitely could let this one run, and I probably will let it run for a while, but you've seen it. Again, subscribe, and don't forget to press the like button, please.